If I'm too masculine around you, it's simply because I'm not for you. You're not the man for me, and I'm not the woman for you, because women naturally submit to men that they feel safe and comfortable around. If I can't let my guard down around you, of course I'm going to be masculine. Women do not want to be masculine. We just do not want to keep putting our feelings into empty hands.
Be a fiance forever. I have no desire to create a government contract with anybody. Because, like, we already married. In my book, the loyalty is there, the honesty is there, the integrity is there. All of the key ingredients of a husband. Bitches don't get married for money. They get married for a sense of security. I'm not insecure because they get to walk around and say, I'm a wife. And for some reason in their mind, that makes them better than the girlfriend. Because this man gave you his last name. You think because you're a wife, you have some kind of degree of ownership or leverage. Or no, you don't, except for contractually. We don't need a government contract for me to be reassured that he's going to take care of me even when we separate. I don't need that. This is why I say use his wallet to build your wealth, because when you do, you can walk away whenever you want and not feel like you're obligated to stay in a relationship based on the financial status, based on how much money there is, based on the lifestyle you build. You don't have to worry about that. We could do the whole ceremony and everything, but I'm not letting the government tell me that when I separate from somebody, I got to give him half my shit or he got to give me half his shit. I'm not obligating somebody to do that. That's crazy. Every woman marries for wealth, security, protection. There's no other reason why you would get married. I don't need a last name. I have one.
What you're not going to do is do that.
I didn't say that.
Well, that's how you put it. You said you wouldn't want my son to be like me.
I wouldn't want them to do some of the things that you have done.
Okay, and I wouldn't want my daughters to do some of the things you've done. We're human. That's what I'm trying to say.
You would want them to do majority of the things that I've done.
Listen, what I'm saying is, when you talk about me, don't sum me up. Facts, right? Don't sum me up on the worst side of me or what you consider the worst side of me. Because ain't nobody fucking perfect. So don't do that. That's what we're not going to do. Because as a man, guess what? I got to stand on mine too. Because guess what? Let me tell you something. I didn't go to college. Guess what? Fine. I want my kids to go to college. So we can say that right now. I don't want them to go that direction. I want them to go to college. I can say that with you too. Right. But don't sit here in front of the world, in front of a medium, and say, oh, I wouldn't want my son or your sons to be like you. Hold on. No, you gonna put some respect on my name. Because at the end of the day, I'm successful. I take care of my kids. Ain't none of my kids out here in dire need of love and support. So we're gonna do that. Okay?
It's crazy how serious that this situation is, but she seems to just be and okaying him throughout the conversation. She really doesn't seem to be hearing him. Even if the truth is he has done some things in his past that she doesn't want their children to replicate, why is that something that you would say on a public platform like this one? It sounds as if he has the respect not to say certain things like that, but you don't have the boundaries not to. Young Jock is absolutely correct here, but it seems to go completely over her head how this is a form of emasculinization. Let's proceed.
Because I don't appreciate that. Because there's some things about you that I could say I wouldn't want my daughters to do.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to do that. I respect you. I love you enough.
I want this magazine to know.
No.
Why you care about the magazine?
You don't want your daughters.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
Be my guest.
I'm not
going to be slighted, honey.
I'm not going to do that. That's where we have to draw the line. Okay. Because I don't care because the camera in front of me or somebody asking me questions. I'm not going to reveal.
She's making it a competition. She's making it a competition over whose feelings will get hurt more based off of the truth or reality of the situation. It goes a little bit beyond that, madame.
My everything that go on with me. Just like right now, you ain't going to sit here in front of these people and tell what your credit score is. You ain't going to sit here and tell them your social security number.
There's certain things.
You ain't going to sit here and tell them what's in your bank account either.
I won't.
Okay, so some things are better left fucking unsaid and in the private, and that's what I'm going to do. So when you addressing me, don't ever make it seem like I'm the worst of the worst, because I'm not. Okay. Because I came through and changed your life, and it wasn't about me having no money. It was about the integrity. It was about my integrity. It was about me standing up for you. It was about me helping you open your eyes to see things that no other man has gotten you to do. So when you talk about me and address me, please be mindful of that, because I love you for who you are. Good and bad.
You know I love you.
I am convinced that most women don't understand how important and impactful your words can be to the man that you lay down next to. We expect war outside. We don't expect war when we come home. We don't expect emasculinization when we come home. He's just saying that there's certain things that he is not comfortable with you speaking about in the public eye, and he's probably thinking about when his children come of age and watch these tapes. But gentlemen, listen to me. It is absolutely a red flag if you identify that your lady is not careful with her words. Be very mindful of how she speaks to servers, how she speaks to any men in her life, her father, brothers, uncle. Be very, very mindful, because it is often one of the quickest ways to pick up if she has a spite-filled tongue. It's also so crazy to me that he has to talk about this level of disrespect while not being able to even look at her in the eye as he's speaking about it, which to me looks exactly like happy wife, happy life. But one must ask, if famous rappers are being treated like this, then what does this say for the average man?
After 18 years of marriage,
my mom a one day. I don't remember what it was, but I called my mom a so, but my dad, he goes, oh, what'd you say to your mother? And I was like, oh, I called her a and he goes, why'd you say that? I was like, because she was acting like a and then he goes, yeah. He goes, yeah. And then he just punched me in the face, like out of nowhere, like fist, like I was 14, like punched me in the face.
Jaw, cheek.
Yeah. Hit me like in the cheek, like punch, like where I like fell into the wall, stunned, like did not ever in a million years expect. My heart was like racing.
I'm sure.
He grabbed me and he gave me like a kiss on the forehead. He goes, here's the thing. He goes, I'm sorry I had to do that. He goes, but you call a woman a bitch, you think you're a man. He goes, being punched in the face, that's what happens to men. If they call a woman a bitch, they get punched in the face. He goes, are you a man? And I was like, no. I'm not a man. He goes, and a real man would never call a woman a bitch. He goes, so you apologize to your mother, put some ice on your cheek, you're going to be fine. He goes, don't ever make me have to do that again.
Daddy got the food.
How?
Bro, you gonna have me carry both of the containers.
So I was supposed to carry something? Are you not a man?
But you see how heavy that was.
So bro. What? How are we about to do Thanksgiving? You dropped 2 of the main dishes. Like, I don't care about your feelings being hurt. What are we about to take? Matter of fact, go in the house. Go in the house. You're not even coming.
How you gonna make me not come?
Because you're not coming. Bye. You were a disappointment. Like, are you serious? You kicking stuff like something like you mad.
Daddy.
This level of emasculation is just downright sickening. I understand that it's just Thanksgiving, but this is food, ma'am. At the end of the day, you're valuing the mistake that he made over what you're teaching your daughter to treat men like. The first rule of parenting is to always present a united front in front of the children. Demonstrating yourself the way that you are right now creates a sinister air of conflict and disrespect for them to model. Case in point, look at the look on the young girl's face as you're spewing your toxic shit. This is the look of a young girl picking up your bullshit. Then the question becomes, how do you undo or unravel this learned behavior picked up from her mother? Because if she's learning to treat and or communicate with her father the same way that you communicate with him, this will readily translate to how she communicates with men as she comes of age. What bothers me so much about situations like this as well is that she's valuing the dopamine hit from her girlfriend, seeing how she emasculates him over the potential damage it can do to that young girl. Because at the end of the day, when I see situations like this, the first thing that my mind goes to is the kids. But the first thing that your mind goes to is the clout. And I think that that makes you a sick individual. It's not the end of the world. It's just some food. And to all of my young scholars that's out there that have to deal with the vengeful snake-like tongue of a young woman like this, do understand. Do everything in your power to get up out of that situation, because eventually her mouth will bring you down into an abyss that you'll never be able to get up out of. You have one life to live. Don't spend it living with a tyrant. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. What do you guys think about the particular reaction and the clips within that? Let me know your thoughts and or feelings generated by this discussion down in the comment box down below so we can propagate a discussion. Until next time, you two. Peace.
You don't wanna see me get vexed. Bars on your phone, tell them man you can't jack. The big girl, the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. You don't wanna see me get get vexed. Bars on your phone, tell them man you can't chat. The big girl, the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. Dead bars, need defibrillation ASAP. Get boxed with a straight guy. I'm reminded of mind state they lack. Every time that they incline, we go way back. All they wanna be is just ruthless. Never seen war